Today during math class, we talked about finding the area and perimeter of a rectangle. Part of your homework tonight includes watching this video. You will need a pencil, your math notebook, and it must be opened to the next blank page. Please pause this video until you have these things ready. Today we will be going over 3 examples of finding area and perimeter when we are looking at rectangles. For each example, you need to write down everything that I write down on the video. To begin, please label in your notebook number 1 and then draw the rectangle that you see in front of you. Don't forget to label the sides. Pause the video until you have completed this step, then press play. Now that you have the rectangle in front of you, we want to talk about finding the area and perimeter. Don't forget, perimeter is the outside of the rectangle. The area is the inside of the rectangle. When we find perimeter, we need to remember that rectangles have 2 pairs of parallel congruent sides. That means that if my 5 centimeters is labeled on my top line, 5 centimeters also has to be my bottom line because they are congruent. They are the same size and the same shape. The same thing is true with 3 centimeters. If this line is 3 centimeters, I can also assume that this line is also 3 centimeters because of what I know about a rectangle. To find the perimeter, we need to add up all of the sides. That's 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3. 5 plus 5 is 10, 3 plus 3 is 6, 10 plus 6 is 16. My perimeter is 16. My label is just plain old centimeters. For my area, I need to think about the inside of my rectangle. To do that, I need to multiply the length times the width. 5 times 3 equals 15. Because I'm talking about the area inside the rectangle, my label is a little different. My area is 15. Then I need to square my centimeters, so you can have an answer of 15 square centimeters or 15 centimeters squared. That's the same thing. Great work on your first problem. Now let's move on to number 2. Please label number 2 in your math notebook. I would like you to draw the rectangle before you and then try to find the area and the perimeter by yourself. Once you have done so, I'd like you to play the video and see if you did it the same way that I did it. Now that you have tried the problem, let's go through it together. First, I'm going to find my perimeter. To do that, I need to remember that my sides are congruent. So 6 on this side would also be 6 inches on my opposite side. 4 on the top would also be 4 inches on the opposite side. Now I need to add those up. 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 6 and 6 is 12. 12 plus 8 makes 20. Your answer is 20 inches. Now for the area, I need to multiply my length times my width. 6 times 4 equals 24. Your answer should have been 24 square centimeters, or you could have done centimeters squared. Check your work. If you got this right, please put a star at the upper right-hand side of your paper. One more problem to go. Number 3 is your last problem. Please draw out the rectangle, try it by yourself, pause the video, and then when you're ready and you've got your answers, press play. Now that you've drawn it out and given it a try, let's see how you did. The perimeter is finding each one of the sides. 8 on the top, because we know it's congruent, would be 8 on the bottom. 4 on the left would also be 4 yards on the right. Now we need to add that up. 8 and 8, 4 and 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 yards is your perimeter. Now let's look at finding our area. I need to multiply 8 times 4, which equals 32. My answer is 32 yards squared. How did you do? If you got it right, put a second star right next to your first one. Be prepared in math tomorrow to show me the notes that you have taken. I look forward to seeing how you've done. Have a great night.